Instinct by Autumn Cooper, Abby DeBartolomeo, and Madeline Truog.
Distinct memory of her pinning her terrible night on me. Somehow, I'd once again be reminded of how everything is all my fault.
Unbelievable! You know what? I'm gonna call the priest, we're gonna get you a cleansing, and he's gonna get...
Jealous by Austin Opperly, Alexandra Fennell, and Kendall Colas.
I don't really wanna know. Don't ask me how my day's been. I just wanna be alone. Stop talking about your past.
Labyrinth by Samantha Walker. Night Logan by Braden Radke and Madeline Truog.
So, do you think any of this is going to have some meaning someday?
Any of what?
I don't know.
And the award goes to Instinct by Autumn Cooper, Abby DeBartolomeo, and Madeline Truog.
So, let's begin. What made you do it?
When I was a kid, I was fascinated by animals. I thought about how unlucky I was to be human. My mother never really talked to me. Unless she was yelling at me for leaving the Animal Channel on, we never really spoke.
A mother spider teaches its babies how to use predatory instincts, which leads them to attack and eat their mother.
I never complained when not getting my way. I just stayed quiet like I was supposed to.
Mom, please.
By that point, I was so used to being ignored and alone. That is, until I met Robbie. He was kind, but not in a selfish, I want good things back kind of way. He was just kind because that's the way he was. When he first spoke to me, I felt something strange. It was like insects crawling inside of me. I guess normal people just call them butterflies.
What's the deal with your mom? I heard she's abandoning you on multiple occasions or something. I mean, we don't have to talk about it.
No, it's okay. It's just that no one's really talked to me about it, or at least no one's trying to put her at fault.
Oh, she's the adult. Who else is there to blame?
I guess you're right. I mean, almost everything has been my fault. Always has been.
Well, that's not very fair.
What is? Well, the point is that he talked to me, like no one ever did. And he listened, like really listened. We became very close. One day we were walking together and my mother caught us holding hands. At that moment I thought, how would she care about this?
Get away from my son!
But as she dragged me away from him, I realized that this had nothing to do with me. This was just her not wanting to be an embarrassment to this town. My mom valued her alone time, or at least her time away from me. One time she left me in a store parking lot overnight.
Go.
I should have known to leave. I knew my route home, but I just sat. I didn't really care if something bad happened to me.
I'll be right back. Don't move.
I didn't hate my mom for this. I thought it was a valuable lesson. A cheetah mother leaves her cubs when they hit 18 months, so why should humans be so much different? This was one thing I agreed with my mother about. As she pulled into the parking lot, I felt a wave of relief.
Get in.
Relief that I was no longer in danger to my surroundings. Even if she was a terrible mother, I always felt protected when I was near her. I remember getting out of the car and noticing the aggressiveness in her demeanor. She seemed like she was angry, but not with me. Like she was angry at the world, and the only person who would listen was me. She automatically made me a victim in her cry for help. She talked different, looked it too. I have a distinct memory of her pinning her terrible night on me. Somehow, I'd once again be reminded of how everything is all my fault.
Unbelievable! You know what? I'm gonna call the priest, we're gonna get you a cleansing, and he's gonna get what he deserves. You have no idea what it was
She
like
was
to
going
walk in.
on and on about seeing a priest, one that would agree to baptize me and promise that Robbie'd go to hell for touching her son. This made me feel nauseous. This made me want her dead. She only cared when she found out I was something to be ashamed of, for loving another man, for ruining her reputation. Not only did I want her dead, but I wanted to be the one to ensure she was on her last breath. I wanted her to suffer. I wanted her to fear me. I wanted her to feel like my prey. I'd do anything to make her stop talking to me about him and how he deserves death. How she swears she'll have him dead.
That boy is dead. Dead, do you hear me? Where are you going? Oh, no, you're not!
Even as a kid, I believed her words to be useless, especially when she'd tell me I'm weird for knowing so much about animals. I don't think it's weird to know that a cheetah can run up to 80 miles per hour, but she certainly did. I'd like to think that I may have been a cheetah in a past life, or at least some kind of apex predator. I have the speed, especially the endurance. All I need is prey. I believed my mother to be some kind of gazelle or rabbit, just something often hunted. She was weak, didn't know true love, didn't know anything really. She didn't understand how a man could love another man. The only solution her small mind could find was having him killed. So much for being a weak gazelle.
So, is that why you did it?
Hello?
Hi there, sweetie. It's Robbie's mom. I'm aware that you guys were special friends. Is that correct?
Sure, why do you ask?
Well, I'm afraid he's no longer with us. He was killed last night. I'm so sorry. Hello? Sweetie? Are you there?
Yeah, that's why I did it. I wish I could say it was hard to do, but that would be a lie. She killed my mate, and so I really had no other choice. Maybe things would have been different if she was a nurturing mother, like in the TV shows, but she wasn't. So, are we done here?